Let's finish this background. Pretty please. Okay, 17022 17150. Got it. Ugh. My ears need eardrops. I just keep forgetting to do the eardrops when I'm at a point in which I could do eardrops. It's only 6:15? 6:19. But the thunderstorm that came through earlier today, like, left it all very cloudy. So ready for this to be done. Just because I think it's gonna look super cool. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. just for one moment touch the sky. From that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be so much stronger, yes I am. I put my spirit to the test. If I could reach, if I could reach, I'd reach so much higher. Hey Shauna, are you done with work now? The afternoon was good. I'm still working on this. It's so close to being like the background. The background is so close to being done. Except I have felt so close for it to be done for a while now. But it has been good, so I have nothing to complain about. I took my puppy on a walk again. Forgot to track it, so I'm gonna do that now before I forget. Gotta get my Shire miles, you know? It's working on it. Yay, work is all done. Picking up pizza now. So many people have been having pizza lately. Between yesterday and today, lots of pizza things. Oh, flies. Okay. 60, 16. Oh, I'm sure, Sharna. Your house definitely seems to get used as a like place for people to come. Hi, Leanne. Sometimes I just wish I could make life easier for some people. But we all have to do hard things sometimes. I did, Leanne. I got out for a walk, and it was good. It was just nice to get moving a little bit, you know? You've been working and you've got people and a kid who's not feeling well. You've at least had company. While you're waiting for the pizza? Get like 5 stitches in. That'll feel good. This is a very real, like I keep thinking of this, right? I gotta finish. That, like, nothing else is in my head right now. So, which is not very interactive of me. But I'm quite excited to be finishing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know some people don't like working with blended threads, but I've never really minded it. It's just like, I don't know, it's just stitching to me. Whether it's with one color or multiple colors. Okay. I would never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be? I'm not meant to play this part. I might be done. I think I am. Yes, I am. Yay. The background is over. Blended threads was called tweeting? Interesting. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's like blended threads are a big, I don't know. They're not bad to me, that's all. Okay. We're gonna take the needle minder off. We're gonna undo this. All 5 of you get to see this first. Hi, Bridget. Oops. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks so good. I'll show you up here in this big, I call it a big screen. It's not really a big screen. There, if I angle it, there you go. Look at that. It looks so cool. I love it. And here, it is down here. Yeah, she's amazing. This part just like glows. You've got flowers. Like you can see it. You can see her staff all the way down. That looks so cool. Yeah. So next I'm gonna start in her, like this part of her, and I'm gonna work my way up this way. Why? I don't know. It just, to me, makes sense to, I think I want to end with her face for some reason. So I'm gonna start here and go up. So in this chart, it was actually kind of easier to do the background first because it's a dimensions kit, or the gold collection kit. And so the background is predominantly half crosses. There's a few full crosses, but it's predominantly half cross. But she is full cross. And so it actually worked out really well. Ooh, you want to start a pretty lady? What are your pretty lady options? I want to find out. I've got a Bella Filipina and a Mirabilia on the go. Yay. Shauna, yes. Chatelaine is next. Okay. I'm going to leave this one accessible just in case somebody wants to see it. All right. And when's your birthday? Is it coming up? And that's why you're gonna want to start it soon? Oh my gosh. I don't want you twisted up. There we go. There we go. Ooh, the Luna moth. Yep. That's true. You just got Nightingale. The pattern. All right. Here's Monday. Happy early birthday, Bridget. That's like... Okay, really? Can you please? Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. We need to switch the picture. Ta-da! I'm glad we could spend some pre-birthday party with you, Bridget. You got a Lowry stand. Nice. I love my Lowry stand. So that is exciting. I need to figure out where I am in this pattern. Oy. Copper rose. Copper rose. This is called... Kate, what is that? I don't know why. Ugh, I don't know. This is Autumn Watergarden Mandala. Oops. Still obviously in the beginnings, but you've never considered one, but it's a must now. Have you looked at Chatelaines at all? I have many that I'd like. I've not ever finished one. This is all of a chatelaine that I've ever stitched before, but the colors are gorgeous in it. I'd love to do all the water gardens. And I'd also love to do all the knot gardens. Of the chatelaines. There really are so many beautiful patterns out there. It's hard sometimes to narrow it down. They do. They do have some freebie patterns on their site. I never did them, but I have them. I think I downloaded them though. It has, you know, 2/2 sections, 1/1 sections. This one's got petite treasure braid, specialties, beads, specialty flosses. Hey, Bex. Like these blank spots here, those are all like beads. This, I'm pretty certain is beads. Right now I'm going to be working in like, it's hard to tell. But there's this blue section right here. There's some blank spots in each of them around it. And that's what I'm going to be filling in right now. Hey, Joe. Uh, do you want to see the Woodland Enchantress? Oh. There we go. There she is. With her background all finished. I love it a lot. So that's what she looks like now. Next time I work on her, on I guess Monday, I'll start filling in her dress. Yep. Aw, that's great, Joe. To get some friend time, that's great. Oh, Bex, is your frogging getting any closer to being done? I guess slowly, right? Thanks, Samoya. Hi, Suki. Um, okay. My last floss tube video was basically a whip parade. It was, I showed every but 5 projects, I think. And my next whip parade is in like a month. 2 videos from now. So, I didn't intend to do an almost whip parade, but I basically had touched everything, so. You feel some major enabling coming on. Do we have similar styles then, Bridget? That would be fantastic. I guess we need to find out now. How do you feel about Lord of the Rings? Because I have a vision of a Lord of the Rings wall. Oh yeah, go to sleep. Sleep is always good. Bex, it'll feel really good when it's finished. When the frogging is finished, it'll be great. Concept, and it would go on my wall. Or the Mines of Moria could be a good one too. But I like the idea of Helm's Deep. You want to watch me too? But if it's after midnight, sleep is excellent. I'm always going to vote for sleep. Sleep is more important. It could be really cool. A Chatelaine like that. Unfortunately, I don't think there will ever be any new Chatelaines ever again because the designer died and I don't think anyone would take up Chatelaines. Shauna, I think it's a yes. You could live it vicariously through me. How's that? Sleep is more important than stitching. Just because I have trouble sleeping doesn't mean I don't think sleep is important. It's probably because I struggle with sleeping a lot that I think sleep is important. I can do a stitch with me with Enchantress. When I've gotten her dress going on. If I kind of focus on her like monogamously with my bookshelf open relationship, then that for sure it'd be easy to do a stitch with me. Okay, there's one little bit. Well, considering that neither of those kind of chatelaines exist, we're safe for that, Shauna. But I absolutely would if there existed. I have considered doing like one of the travel poster styles for. There's a couple ones I've looked at, but I'm not totally sold if I like that vibe and if I want to stitch one. But there's a whole bunch of the travel style poster thingies for travel poster styles. There we go. For the Lord of the Rings. However, Kate, it's already going to take me a decade to do my Lord of the Rings wall. So adding in, if somebody creates a chatelaine in that time span, that fits my vibe here with the whole wall. I don't think the travel poster ones have been posted in Discord. And we've posted a lot. I do know that they're on Etsy, but I don't think I've ever posted the poster ones. Currently, I think I have 5 Lord of the Rings patterns on the go. And I have at least 3 other patterns I own that I could start. And I'm not sure that that's enough Lord of the Rings patterns, but yeah. Yeah, Country Magic Stitch. That's the one. Thank you. Is the Visit Lothlorien one? Is that the one where it's in the trees and it's kind of I want to say like bluish silver. I could have that color scheme wrong, but it is the one that's in the trees, right? Because I thought that one was very pretty. Ha! Okay. That's one that I've looked at. So, and I did. That's one of the top ones that I liked. But I do already have Lothlorien represented in the Frodo and Galadriel pattern with the trees. So, not all of them are Hades. Frodo and Galadriel is a Hade. Guys, what do I have on the go? The map, you won't be able to get a map that's licensed, but I have a Middle Earth map that is Tilton Crafts, but there is no licensed place right now. The the One Ring is a Tilton Crafts. My Shire piece is a Riolis, and Rivendell is Golden Kite. And Ranger is Hade, and I'm starting that in May. 2 weeks, yeah. Shauna knows all my projects and Alara's projects. Um, yeah, the one you're missing in that list is the Shire there, because I started the Shire one as well. I have Gandalf. Haven't started him, but I do have Gandalf. He's a Hade. And then I have a like Bilbo in a Hobbit hole, who is from, I can't remember who designed it. It's like an Etsy store kind of one. On Hade, if you're gonna look up the Hades, look up Matt Stewart. He's the artist. There's also a Farewell to Lothlorien, who's by a different artist on Hade. I don't have that one, and I won't be stitching it. But if you love blue, that's a cool one to stitch. But you would have to seriously love stitching blue. There's other ones. There's so many of them. There's a lot of other patterns. I can't stitch them all. But want to see me try? Hade just released a pattern that is, it's called Cat Dolph. It is Gandalf as a cat. Except I can't remember who the artist is. Vincenzo, maybe? I don't know. They released a lot of Vincenzo recently. No, I'm thinking of something completely different. I don't know. I need to stop guessing. Stop. Looks like we need to live a long time. You need the cat one? I can tell you, I can tell you who. Vincent. See, it's a V. Why are you still here? I thought you were going to sleep, Samoya. But yeah, him, Cat Dolph. I mean, they did a super job with it. Cracks me up. You were looking at that one, so you just happened to see it. Yeah. My daughter wants me to stitch it, but I'm like, no, it's I already have a Gandalf. I don't need a cat Gandalf. Back to frogging. And then you'll be closer, Bex. No shopping, just stitch. You showed it your phone too much awesomeness and it freaked out. Something that I like those years. Sick of all the insincere. I'm gonna give all my secrets away. This time, don't need a perfect lie. Don't care if critics ever jump in line. I'm gonna give all my secrets away. I don't have many secrets from you guys. have many secrets in general. So it's like if somebody were to ask me anything, like, is there a question I would not answer? I don't know. I suppose it depends on who's asking me. If it's somebody from outside this community, that might be a different story. But if we're talking like any of you, what would I not tell you? Nice. You got 30 stitches in. I'm glad you pulled it out, Shauna. That's gotta feel good. I like pineapple on my pizza. If I don't love chicken on pizza. So I would have like pineapple and a bacon or Canadian bacon or and black olives. That sounds delicious. I would also do onions, like a grilled onion or mushrooms. I'd put that on that pizza too. Sounds delicious. Sounds good. Bridget, you even like my choice of pizza? Aw, pineapple makes you ill. I'm sorry, Leanne. It's probably that enzyme that's in it. People don't do well with that. I'm not very sugar addicted, but I think that the way people have a sugar addiction, I have like a pasta addiction. So, and pasta doesn't make me feel good, so I I try not to have pasta all that often. You never even had pineapple until you met your like never ever ever? Christmas at Bilbo's. I bet you that was great. I mean, pasta's delicious, but like it's hard to like stop eating it. I love that one. I've only seen like seasonal Hobbit ones from the outside. I don't think I've seen one from the inside. Tell me what you want to hear. Something that'll light those years. Sick of all the insincere. When spring and summer is kind of going on, the warmer weather months, my body craves light foods. It doesn't do very well with meat. Very, yeah. Um, at those times, maybe like shrimp or something like that. Sometimes fish, but even chicken is heavier, too heavy. So lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, salads. If I'm good, if I'm being lazy, then I don't, but my body still craves the good stuff. I love fruit. My favorite food is fruit. I don't like eating any Oreos unless there's milk. And I don't like regular Oreos. I abhor double stuffed Oreos. But there's this like chocolate peanut butter one that's like a graham cracker cookie. Very cold fruit is amazing. I do have frozen grapes in my freezer. I also have frozen bananas, but those are for very different purposes. Well, I guess I have a lot of frozen fruit in there. Because I think I have frozen watermelon. plus, plus like the bags of fruit that you buy in the freezer section. I've got, I've got those too. When I was pregnant, one of the things I could keep down in early pregnancy was frozen grapes are the best. And do you know who you don't know? I'm going to tell you who introduced me to frozen grapes. Mushu did. He loves grapes, especially frozen ones. I've never had frozen pineapple like frozen though. I've had it once it's been thawed. But not in its frozen state. So when I was, one of the things I could keep down when pregnant was Jamba Juice. So You've got to try. Um, and there was one. I don't know if the Jamba Juice was on the way to work or if I just made it be on the way to work. But they got to know who exactly I was. I was a regular for a while. You might chip a tooth otherwise. I will see if I have pineapple right now. If not, well, like not right now, but if it's already in my freezer, I'll have to try it. And I can see really liking frozen pineapple because frozen fruit is picked ripe, whereas in the produce aisle it's often not. Frozen strawberries with yogurt and granola, that would be delicious too. I do have a hard time biting directly into cold things, but it's better than it used to be. I just understood what I was stitching. These are fish. These 1/1 little things here, they're fish. In the water garden. That makes sense. Frozen pineapple, like so that would just like whole rather than like blending it up. I am on Facebook. Suki Lottie, Lotti. Anyone's welcome to friend me. My face looks like this, and I have purple hair. And my bookshelf is the header in my Facebook. I like all of these ideas on ways to use fruit. I really am such a fruit person, but I also just love eating it plain, and so I don't always think about like, oh, I can do it this way or I can do it that way. And with this like upcoming elimination diet that I'll be taking on, all fruit but citrus ones are on the okay list, and so I can see having lots of fruit being consumed. Okay. Now, highlighter. Whoa. Sorry, guys. I just slammed a book into the desk. No big deal. Nobody's hurt. But I'm so sorry. Okay. I've stitched all of this now. Okay. I love it, Bridget. I am a fan. The only thing is I do need some form of protein. Like, I can't just eat fruit. But it is so delicious to do so. Okay. This part is now finished until I do, it's finished with the crosses, that's what I should say. So, the down arrow is deep blue sea. It is a Gloriana. Here's the, look how beautiful this one is. I can't wait to use it. And this one, this thread, this purpley. The lighting is terrible to show this off, but you're just gonna have to trust me that this is beautiful. Ooh, cheese and cracker trays? I could dig that. Let's see. Deep sea blue. This is the one I need. There's... Ugh. It's too dark. It's this... Oh, there... Kind of. It is a deep blues and green. Like... Yeah. Terrible lighting to show you. And while I'm showing you all of those things, these are... This is the bead pack. So, yes. Okay. Deep blue sea, it's the down arrow. Are we getting you hungry, Joe, with all of our food talk here? Maybe sorry? Do you want me to be sorry? How big? Well, do you see the picture here? And do you see the yellow part in the middle? That's outside this square. So the yellow part is going to go outside here, and this is that big, the size of my palm. And not to like scare anybody away from Chatelaines, but the pattern is not the easiest. It looks busy. You can also get them as a PDF. I don't, I have mine as a paper. But once I started looking at it, it like it stopped looking as crazy. There's probably a measurement here somewhere, but I don't know where I would find it. yeah, I don't know. It'll be somewhere. It'll be big somehow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to, there we go. Needle minder it. Where's my scissors? I don't think the pictures do them justice. I truly don't. Which is sad because they're so costly. Like, they're not a small thing. If you're going to use all the charted, like, called for silks and like the beads and the sparklies, like, if you're going to use all of that, they're not inexpensive. The one I'm using right now, Jan, is a specialty thread. Actually, some of this is DMC, some of this is specialty. It uses Gloriana's hold on. Gloriana's. What's the one I was just using? The Thread Gatherer is the one I was just using. What's this one? There's lots of different kinds of Thread Gatherer in here. And there's a Dinky Dyes. And there's Petite Treasure Braid. And yes, there is DMC. And you can sub all of them if you just want to use DMC. You can sub everything. But yeah, it's lovely. This is what the pattern looks like. Like, that's just a little crazy looking at first. It was overwhelming, but then once I started breaking it down, like, okay, here's that center square. I'm gonna do that. that just made it easier. Like, I can avoid the rest of it. Good night, Samoya. Sleep well. Where did I put my phone? Because I want to see. My phone is not entirely. There we go. Donna joined our Discord. Okay. What? Oh, that's so cool that I love the font. I love it. The font for the names is like the perfect um yeah, it's just perfect. Love it. It was the perfect choice. Did you just have to find them somewhere? Did you have to chart it yourself? So you had to do some creativity with it? I love it. It's so fun. And then the felt one, is that the one that's getting replaced with the stocking you're doing now? Or is the stocking you're doing now for the new baby that's coming? It's for the new baby. On that reflective, what kind of a fabric is it called? Because it's not an opalescent, right? It's shimmery, but it's not. If I remember, that's what you said, that it's not an opalescent, just shimmery. my bad. Achilles and his gift. She said, where you wanna go, how much you wanna risk. I'm not looking for some human, somebody with some superhuman gifts. A fairy tale, a superhuman, some fairy tale bliss. But it's so glittery that you had to turn your lighting down in order to be able to work on it. That's the astonishing thing, really. Guys, Mushu's struggling tonight. Oh. Well, thank you, Bridget. Sometime you can get a free concert around here and it's worth every penny. Because I forget lyrics all the time. All right, Kate. I'm glad we could hang out today. We could talk music. Do you like Sarah Bareilles? You can be amazing. You can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way that words do when they settle neath your skin. Fine. Actually, we didn't actually talk specifics about it. So I don't know. That's bad. We've been talking about other things. So the condition for him to be able to talk to me was moving out. So he is still very much working. There's all the hard things about divorcing and communications and people wanting to change his mind and tell him that what he's experienced is not what he's experienced in his marriage, which I'm really upset about, not just because it's him, but because it shows a real ignorance for how people understand trauma. And they think trauma is something that you can just get away, or get over, really, rather than something that, like, psychologically and physiologically changes you. Like, victims get it, but people who haven't experienced that super deep, long-lasting trauma, they don't understand. And so for them, they're like, well, why can't you just make it work? Why can't you get it over? That kind of a thing. No, yes, Bridget, you wouldn't know everything. His house. He needed to move out. He's been done with his marriage for a very, very long time, but very, very much struggled to get past the trauma response that allowed him to leave. his marriage has been very damaging to him for a very long time. Much longer than I've known him. Actually, it started before they were ever married. So it's been a very, very long time. Anyway, so there's so much. Oh my gosh, Bridget, there is a lot that you don't know. Okay, so in January, I um, broke down, and so a lot of the community here have seen me um, like fight my way out of the hellhole that was. Like I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, so I lost a lot of weight. Anyway, this community is what kept me going, what kept me afloat, what helped me troubleshoot, like try to come up with things that I could eat. Um, Remind me like, but that food worked for you, go try it again, those kind of things. um, they caught like, this is depression, like you need a, I got on medication and it gave me depression, and they caught how bad it was getting and stuff like that. um, and that deep dive was because of Mushu. Okay. um, and I had put a stipulation at that time. Anyway, he could only contact me again unless if he had moved out, because I knew that if he moved out, that meant that he finally got to that point where he could put himself first, um, where he could say, I matter to myself, right? My needs matter, my trauma matters, my healing requires this movement, and really know in a deep way. um I'm stable enough now, like I can talk about it and it's fine, but that just gives you like this context for what's been going on. So when I say that we do real here, um people have seen me bawling for hours. They've seen me struggle. They have seen me with like hoodies up, and yeah. So it's been great. Anyway, so things have just been moving very, very quickly right now for him. Um, and it's intense, and it's starting to get uncomfortable and not amicable for him. He does. He still lives in the same state that he did. Um, he's still close to his children. He's still very involved in their lives. So, yeah. It's not like, I don't know. It's not very conventional, maybe, what is happening for between. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's normal in other, like, it's not normal for the type of world I grew up in. I should say, I can say it that way. For, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just like, I've been through the separation and the divorce. I know I know the emotions that you go through when you know that it's what's best for you, which means ultimately best for that marriage that you're leaving and for your children. Like, but it's a hard thing when you've been raised that you don't put yourself first ever, and that you just endure and endure, and that you can never, like, it doesn't matter what happens, you just have to stick it out. um like I and then figuring out like all the details to try to agree on things when you're divorcing, like there's there's that, and there's all the emotions that come with that, and that's what he's dealing with right now. And I remember thinking, I wish I could fast forward through this part. um Not at this time, Shauna, but I don't know all the details right now because we have been talking about other things, not about that. Um, like I just wanted to fast forward, but I couldn't. Like I had to live all of that. And then I had to live through the over a year of separation for legal requirements before I could file papers. And I hated that so much because I was just wanted to be done. I didn't want to be tied anymore. So I just wish I could take, some of that away from him, but I can't. The evening birds are out now because I hear the sunset birds. It's true. It's true. Um, I cannot deny that, Shauna. And I know it's good. And I know it's necessary. It just, it's hard. It's hard to have to go through it, and then it's hard to watch somebody else go through it knowing how hard it is. Exactly, Joe. Exactly. Like, not even the other person in the marriage lived that same marriage. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. It's the only one who's lived your life is you. Nobody else understands what you've gone through and you experience. Michelle, that's a lot. Does that make up for eating pavlova for breakfast? You don't know. Well, you've definitely been trying to get those extra miles in too to catch up on your Conqueror challenge. Jan, you're at 1400. Well, now I want to know what mine's at. Because mine's not going to be very good, having just been stitching forever. Ring connect. Good, Michelle. How many rest days from the gym are you giving yourself? Just the one? Hey, Becca or Becky? Ooh, it's been too long. How are you doing? 2 rest days. That's good. Oh, this is still updating. Becca. Okay. See, my gut instinct was Becca, and I should have just gone with it. But then I second guessed myself, and I thought, maybe I'm wrong. Overall, we're doing great. We've made new friends. Okay, can I actually get to my steps now? 5,537. And I guarantee you those were all on my 2 different walks that I was on. Yep. Shauna, I wish that you could actually have autonomy about your house. You need to stop having people just like be there. Like, no wonder you're frazzled and annoyed and all the things. Oh, you're stitching the greenhouse oddities? I haven't seen the release. I've seen the color palette for it. I am fortunate that I don't get allergies, so I don't have to deal with them. Did you do the haunted library one? Stitching sounds better right now. I definitely try to make sure I walk, especially on 24 hours of cross stitch weekend, because I'm sitting so much with getting all of the stitching in that I try to maximize my break time by making sure I go walk. To get some kind of physical movement going on. That is Canadian life, right, Jan? Although in Toronto, where Michelle is, I don't think it's snowing anymore. Two, two, one, blank. Yes, even Dominique in Quebec, she has said that she's got nice weather too, but pretty much anybody else has been in that still snowing in Canada. Bridget, where is here? I guess if you want to share, you don't have to share. Ohio can never decide what weather should be. So that's just Ohio. New York. I'm in Virginia. Oh, Becca, yesterday I had 90-degree weather. Like, it's April. Why are we having 90-degree weather? You lived in West Virginia. I've only driven through West Virginia. Well, I mean, I've stopped there, but I've never lived there. But I drive through West Virginia every time I go to Ohio. Look at me. I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be? I'm not meant to play this part. Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. You know, you're 3.5 hours away from Cleveland. Shauna, Bridget is 3.5 hours from Cleveland. All right, Jan. Thanks for being here. In New York, I've mostly been in the Buffalo area, Buffalo, New York. I've been somewhere else, but I can't remember where. But somewhere. I lived a summer in California, but otherwise I've only visited. I'm going to be in California in July, actually, for a weekend. Who I am inside. You grew up in Buffalo. Huh. You know, Michelle, I have a passport. I should just come visit you. Because I'm into inviting myself over to other people's houses, apparently. I was born in New Jersey. New Jersey. But when I was 3, I moved to Ohio. Yes. Michelle. That's a very simple answer. Michelle is in Toronto. That's annoying. Okay. When I got married, we lived in Oregon, then Ohio, then Virginia, and that's where I am now. Inside. When will my reflection show who I am inside? Florida, Texas, Maryland, and Ontario. I don't think I knew. Wait. No, I guess I knew Texas. Because that has come up. If I could live anywhere within the states, I'm not sure where I would pick. Like I've never had that open-endedness, you know? Until now, I've always moved for my ex-husband's job. And now it's like, oh, I could move somewhere else. That's right. I remember that. That's why we had talked about Texas. Linda's been so busy lately. I miss her. I'm glad she pops in every once in a while. I do like Virginia. It's actually when we lived in Oregon, we lived near my ex's parents in and then we moved to Ohio near my parents. And so Virginia was like the first time I lived as an adult like away from parents. Yeah, I don't think I'd like living in NOLA. I've only been there once though. I ate some of them man catching beignets. They didn't catch me a man. Um Colorado Springs with an unsullied view of the mountain range sounds beautiful. I realized today, I don't know if my parents know that my divorce paperwork is final. And I also realized that I don't care one bit. One, two, three, four. I didn't say when I saw them. They never asked. I never told. I did. I saw them. I saw them early this month. Yeah. Yep, I saw them. But you have to remember that when I had told them way back that I was separated, that he was moving out, and this was going to eventually be divorce when I legally could make it divorce, she like basically flew off the handle and told me I had no reason, and I was supposed to convince her that I was making the right choice, like all of those things, right? And ever since then, she's not ever asked me how I'm doing. She doesn't ask me how things are going. She just wants me to do stuff for her. But she'll message my ex-husband and ask him how he's doing and check in on him. So he can tell her that he's divorced if he wants to. They apparently have a much better relationship. Yeah, and I just don't care. My mother. That's whom, Bridget, my mother. So like my sisters know. My sisters know because I had we were video calling like the day after I got the paperwork. And so I told them then. And the brother who lives with me knows. But my other brother doesn't, and neither do my parents. Or at least it's not confirmed to them. I don't know. Well, obviously, my ex can have my mother. He may keep her. I'm fine. Have I sent the photo? What photo am I sending? It's very sad at this point. Like, I'm over so much about her, which hasn't always been the case. We've had group therapy sessions about mothers. Um, but, like, it's just sad that she can't see how damaging she is to all of her children unless they're doing what she wants them to do. Yes, Shauna, I did. I'm like the worst. Like, my grandmother's 90 and I can't manage to send the picture off to my cousin. But yes, I did. Like, this morning, maybe? Or maybe my afternoon break. I can't remember. But it was. I did do it. Thank you. Yep, my grandmother's. My grandmother's 90th. She's the reason I'm going to California. Because I don't know how much longer she's going to be alive. So, just want to see her as much as I can. Okay, I'm going to finish this string and then I'm signing off for the night. I'm at 21 hours out of 24. Which I'm pretty pleased with. I prefer it when I can spread out the hours more, when I have more time on Sundays, but right now I just don't. Oh no, this strand is not gonna finish this section. I have like 5 X's left to make. Oh, hi Mushu. Bridget, how could you tell? Okay, Michelle, but you've also, like, you went and watched a movie. You went to the gym. Like, weren't you working yesterday? Like, It's a very different circumstance. Like, my kid's not here, and my schedule's pretty clear. You're at 45 minutes and like 50 stitches, Shauna. How many did you do? 30 stitches? 35? Which is excellent. Because you're in circumstances in which you... Oh, should I have said worked? Is that better, Michelle? You worked? I finished the strand, but there's 2 more stitches right there. I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. If you have never worked with silk and you ethically feel comfortable using silk, I encourage you to do so. Mushu, I think I've been asked about 4 times if we can get you in legitimate stitching. And I said yes, we could. Tell me I'm wrong. It'll be a while before he has time to even think about it. You'll have the best teacher. And by best, I mean the hottest, of course. Tell me I'm wrong. Lies. Your hands are perfect. They can stitch. We'll give you a big count. I have 11 count, and I have no idea what to do with it. That can be yours. You can stitch on a big count fabric. Or be distracting. There are stitching floss tube couples. Maybe he'll get further than Kaylin did on a project. I have one Mushu that you and I could stitch together. Can you read that? Because that's gonna go in our house someday. I don't know why I am taking this off because I'm going to use it tomorrow. But I I'm going to show this again. So I finished this outlining today. And I think she looks so cool. Oh, I'll put him on the spot. He's gonna have to deal with that. Anyway, so I did this. And I love her. And I did this. So I'm gonna need to take my pictures and post them. Okay, my friends, here's the plan tomorrow. Roughly speaking, $12:30 maybe. I'll send you a picture. I will send you a picture, Mushu. Actually, it's right here. So let me just grab it, because where? It's right here, she says, and then she can't reach it. Here, this one's better. I need to go live for 3 hours tomorrow, and it's going to be my afternoon. I'm Eastern United States time zone, so it's going to be my afternoon, something like 12:30 to 3:30 or 1 to 4. It's going to be right in that time frame. So, and that will complete my 24 hours of stitching. Isn't it us? It is. So, see, look. Of course I had to have it. Anyway. Shauna, they're wondering about your oldest girl. That's what that question is. Anyway, okay. I love you all. I'm gonna go see where my puppy is at and what she is doing. And I will talk to you later. Much love to you all. Goodbye.